Welcome, everybody, back to my Danganronpa gameplay. My name is Brodemus. I need to turn this down because it's still loud as balls, apparently. There we go. Got that back down at normal levels. Yeah, we're about to start here. I'm finishing up a bowl of rice, because it's all about all I can eat right now with my fucking microwave broken. Who's on the first minute? Fuck it. Fuck it. You're not supposed to say fuck in the first minute? Fuck it. Fuck you who's gonna claim this fucking content ID and try and make money off me. Fuck you, because I'm gonna make sure YouTube doesn't monetize a single fucking dime for you. Fuck. Anyway, how's everyone's day going? Give you a chance to kind of roll on in for, whatever. Ayole! Hey, thanks for the resub. How you doing? Hey, Xerax! Welcome to you both. How both of you doing today? I just went on a little rant. I don't know if you caught that. Pen! Hello! Welcome back. Try concentrate. You can do that? I mean, I guess that makes sense that is a thing that is possible doing, but it never occurred to me. Is music a little loud? Yeah, I'll turn it down. Here, I'll crank it down a bit. Minus 40 decibels. Not even too quiet, actually. That was 36. Is that better? Username! Hello! Hello. Welcome. How's everybody doing this Sunday? I'm gonna go ahead and get loaded in here. Where we going? Investigation. Daytime. Load the save, yes. Yes, let's go. Salsa! Welcome. Oh yeah, it's trial time. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Is my camera okay? My camera's fine. Okay, my camera's fine. I don't know. I get paranoid. All right, here we go. We eat this rice throughout this trial, apparently. They're having a store version. That makes sense. That's a completely fair point, Ayole. You know, the deadly trial. After Doodly life. It's really something to just come into this room and see like half the people there used to be. Sound is too loud. Dang it. All right. This is very loud today for some reason. Maybe turn down background music, sound effects. Keep the. I'll turn on the voice also. Okay. Is that better? No, it's a username. Wow, is funny because it's sarcastic and I love it. That's the kind of wow, it's a username. At least that's how I read it. I don't know if I don't mean any offense by that. That's the kind of sarcasm that I live for. It's still loud. Why is it so fucking loud? Weird shit. Especially since I cranked down actually in Streamlabs how loud it is too. Crank that on a bit more. Yeah, I love that so much. There we go. All right, here we go. If you missed the last part, you should go watch it because we're about to enter some spoilers now. That's true. We have a weird we're still a net loss, but whatever. Spoilers. Go back and watch the other one, but Hifumi's dead, and Taka's dead, and it might be Hiro. I don't think it's Hiro. My guess is it's Celeste, and she did something to brainwash him or hypnotize him or some bullshit. Yeah, but then Kyondo died with Taka, so it's we're still down both of them. Really, 3 people died this last doodly life. All right. So now we're ready to start this trial. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
Not what I was expecting.
Hello. multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it looks like I've multiplied.
Oh no. He's flash stepping.
Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy.
You're not playing
Proud.
along.
It's like Timmy and Tommy in fucking Animal Crossing.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we? Please! Hold on! I'm not mentally prepared yet!
What the heck?
You'll never be meant to be prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
That's a weird thing for Hina to say. What the heck? I told you already, I didn't do it for serious.
That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note?
Well, no, but... the strawberry.
How unfortunate. And it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Ifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives, and for the hearts of everyone else out there. The one who killed Ifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... someone right... No shit!
Thanks, buddy. Fuck it, we're going down.
I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. Inhale, count to 4, exhale. I began to walk toward the elevator. I gently opened the door. Once everyone was aboard...
The dead people.
The doors closed on their own. And the steel box began to move.
Need some rice for a second, excuse me. You don't need to hear this.
The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. We're going down to Vistos Cafe. There's no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Ding! I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Well, I see all of you gathered together like this. I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
just the worst.
Only because of you.
Why are you making us do such a cruel thing to each other?
Well,
Cruel things to each other.
What? You really hate me so much, but I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. No, this is different. This is different, babe.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break.
Yahoo!
I don't remember it being different last time. I still wasn't paying attention. This is just so dramatically different, I guess.
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
Yeah, I didn't notice the last time either, username.
And so the curtain opened once again. A doodly judgment, a doodly deception, a doodly betrayal. A doodly riddle, a doodly defense, a doodly fate. A doodly class trial.
Yes, I would like to save. Find your assigned seat, i.e. your little cubby you get to stand in for 3 hours. And now they must confront 2 murders who claimed the lives of Hifumi and Kiyotaka. In this class trial, suspicion builds upon suspicion. No, not yet. The trial's about to begin. What is delusion? The influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time, effective during the nonstop debate, hangman's gambit, and bullet time battle. Costs 5 SP. That sounds pretty useful. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. That does sound pretty useful, actually. Okay, so those are all I have. Melodious voice. Do you know any statement that is destroyed for the bullet time battle? Goes more quickly. Okay. And what is the robot jock? Increase the truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time final battle. 5. Final strike. I think I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Alright. I don't remember what truth bullets we have. Okay. Victims were Hifumi and Kiyotaka, right blow to the head. Tarp under Kiyotaka's lifeless body. Apparently using Kiyotaka in order to avoid leaving blood stains. Dollars found in the, when the body was rediscovered in the repository. Has no handles. Assume that this is the same dolly that was used for Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. Okay. Right, Hifumi's glasses were originally covered in blood, and now they aren't. Hammers were all good. Apparently they were washed. The door connecting to the art room can only be locked from the inside. So how do they unlock it? The blood with the tire tracks that connects to the dolly. Bloody cloth, which looks like eyeglass cleaner. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently they weren't gone more than a minute or 2. Hiro wrote to meet everyone in the dining hall. Handwriting markedly neat and clear. And then the handwriting doesn't match here on the blueprints. No one but a Yasuhiro could have possibly fit in the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet or bend at the waist more than 90 degrees. That plays into the fact that there's no handles on the dolly. You can't get down and push it. Apparently Yasuhiro received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, I found a hole, maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't let anyone else, don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Okay, so that's right. His says 1 a.m. And then Kiyotaka's wristwatch was broken at 6 a.m. Yeah, and there's this different piece of paper. They meet in the equipment room at 6 with a torn piece of paper in Taka's hand. And then his own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time a handbook is booted up. It's believed that no handbook were involved in carrying out the murders this time. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready. As ready as I'm gonna be. Alright, let's get this shit on the road.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it!
Alright, Hina.
Was that?
Calm it down there.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
Alright, Hina. Alright, Hina.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
You're one to talk, Joe.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Okay.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer, or anything else? We have to make that clear. Yeah, come on. No shit. Make your argument. Yasuhiro's message. Okay. Alright, what do we got here?
Everything we found in your room.
Okay.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough
Okay, that had
that you
different
are the
handwriting.
culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff!
Okay, alright.
It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Okay.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just Hold on a second!
Okay. Okay, so the blueprints have different handwriting. I mean, looking at the blueprints, that handwriting is awful messy. Yeah, if I remember right, Hero's handwriting is real fucking clean.
Everything we found in your room,
In your room.
the blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof.
There we go. Alright.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Thank you, fucking moron.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
Not really.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
I really feel like we should have looked at these before the trial, but
The
whatever.
handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Thank you,
Unless
Kyoko.
that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Is that true, Sakura?
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
At least he's honest.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero is innocent as well.
Alright, Byakuya.
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
Alright, we're gonna just crank this down to like there, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on, or why it's being so crazy loud today. Oh, hello. Might have found the culprit. Hang on. Let's try this. I think I might have figured it out. In which case I might be able to turn this back up just a smidgen. Alright. How's that? Okay. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Hold on. I know exactly why it's being so weird today. Let's delete this real quick. There we go. I know exactly what it was. It was when I played music when I was making my thumbnail last time, I had to add an audio output, and that meant it was taking the audio out of just out of the desktop itself. And I forgot to delete that after the stream last week. So that's why it's so freakishly loud. Okay, that should have done it. We should be back at normal levels now.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo Justice suit?
Probably Hero still, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna get my chat back. Suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit. The Illuminati! Well, it had to have been Hero. He's the only one that fit.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
The Illuminati,
Then
yes.
There can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold
A
assumption.
twist. A twist.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes.
Of course. But before we get to that,
I'm gonna make Makoto squirm.
there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Alright.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Okay.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Right.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Sure.
The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been, I mean, there's two of them, right? There's the dolly.
I got it.
Okay, yeah. For this, yeah. There's still one more thing. Okay, yeah. The things they were using to Taka's body, they must have been that and the blue tarp.
I got it.
I got it! I got it!
Dolly and a tarp.
Makoto's just in his little cubby going like, I got it! And everyone's like, you alright, buddy? What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Look how short Makoto is compared to Byakuya. Like, I know he's like in a stance, but even still.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
I think that's the thing is like once I get to 2 and Volume 3, like I knew some things about the first game. I know next to nothing about 2 and Volume 3. So like that's gonna be completely new for me.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Right?
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Right?
Okay, that
Oh,
explains
fucking,
the tarp
excuse me.
and the dolly.
Ultimate short boy.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in
It's
the
like funny stuff.
equipment
Ah,
room
fair
when
enough,
we
Ben.
first found Taka's body there.
And then it wasn't.
When the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
Like magic.
so did the dolly.
Right.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
That's a weird thing for you to bring up, Celeste.
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anymore.
Alright. Alright.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow, I've never heard it sound so nice while being so mean. And maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain it to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository.
A new element. Great, let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key in time with it. What? Basically, just remember that the tab key now is a function along with the right mouse and left mouse. What? You'll automatically reload at the start of fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you want it to reload at all. In which case, you ignore everything I just said. Well then, GLHF. What? Hang on, what? What are you talking about? Oh, shit.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Oh, this is...
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Okay.
Fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Okay.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. This should prove it. Okay.
This should prove it.
I cannot agree.
Alright, sorry, I had to really focus on that. Because it was just something new, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the
It's
repository,
actually really weird this early on.
one of the wheels
Yeah,
had a blood
yeah.
stain on it.
She had real sus.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Right.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Uh-huh.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Look, I played. My musical background is very limited. The last time I played an instrument was in high school, but that was always the thing. Jumping my leg, bobbing my head. That's how I keep time. So it's just like, I try to like listen and make sure I got it, because boy, it's easy to get. It's easy for me to lose track.
Let's get back to the main subject.
Right.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then...
Oh my goodness gracious. Makoto's only 5'3"? Wow, he is a short boy.
What kind of robot is it?
I mean, granted, I'm only 5'7", so I'm not that much taller, so...
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
I'm gonna just bring up the fact that Hina and Celeste did in fact turn their backs on the bodies.
If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What is that? What does he mean by that?
Alright, what do we got? Robo Justice costume.
As we know,
Oh boy, that's a lot.
was killed in the equipment
Right.
and
Hey, Pantheos! Pantheos, how you doing?
to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
Right.
then loaded it onto the dolly and
Right.
wheeled it off, right?
Okay.
Now,
Maybe that wheeled it off.
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Right.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Bend over!
No, that's wrong.
We're only about half an hour in Pantheos. We still got from
You're
I think Penn
absolutely
said it's supposed to be like 3 hours or
right.
something.
Dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
We got 2.5 hours this motherfucker, so maybe we'll see.
You were wearing that suit. Do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Yeah, right.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. It seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Right.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Alright, Celeste.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
With a body on it, too?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Fuck, she has a point. Shit.
There's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off to move body because, no, once it's on, you can't take it off. You can't take it off by yourself. There's a clasp you can't reach.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help?
Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Right.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't
You know,
just making it up?
have we never addressed Hina's hair? How it just defies gravity and just floats up into the sky like that? Alphonse. It's just up and it just goes on its own way, I guess.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
Yeah, I saw that like when she got angry, it's really jaggedy, like it's made by fucking Studio Trigger or something like that. Hero's jacket. Yeah, it's just there.
Basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
The shirt's like, I think this shirt is shrinking more and more every time I wash it, because like the last few times I put this one on, it's like really tight.
That Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it could.
Where you looking, Sakura?
Robot suit, correct?
Oh.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Go on.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
He did say, how did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I said, let's call him just now. How did you know his name was hang on. Yeah, I think I was... Oh, wait. Maybe don't look that up. I can't say look that up. It's a porn thing, so... fucking... Wait, hang on. Fucking, shit. Hang on, I got distracted. Shit, by the conversation. I'm trying to derail it as fast as possible. Its actual name is Robo Justice in the blueprints. But why did Hifumi know that, or how did he know that?
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
You're just gonna go with whatever, ain't you, Hina?
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
They are pretty close, but
Besides,
yeah, one
there's
is...
no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
You also ain't wrong with that, Ayole.
Instead of seizing
Jill is, a
on
little...
uncovered by analyzing things
An
from every
example.
angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
It's Count Olaf.
What a pain in
It was Olaf. Olaf did it.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
All right, Sakura.
Plus, maybe we'll get to
Who am I to
find out
argue
who
with your
the heck
muscles?
Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Right, that tracks.
We waited there for quite a while.
An hour,
Nobody else
exactly,
showed up,
actually.
So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Right.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
So you say. That's all you've got.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Or supposed assailant.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Okay.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Man, chill.
He was injured, So we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
Mm-hmm.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
Right. What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Celeste told us that. We decided to split
It
up
all
and
comes
search
back
the
to
second
Celeste.
floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
I'm sure you did. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then
The drill area. Right? A scream? Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office! This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Celeste is real sus.
When we got back to the
Everything's
nurse's
pointing back to her.
office, we found Hifumi, dead.
I mean, that's the only... It's either that or like a 4-foot long, like, curling iron.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body
Mm-hmm.
in the equipment room.
Right. There's a part of me that's just like, Makoto, you can't be surprised by this anymore, but every time there's a body, he's always like, oh my gosh!
We must have found
Someone's
Taka's body
dead!
Almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab,
Mm-hmm.
we ran into Celeste. who'd
Of
arrived
course, it
after
was
us,
Celeste.
And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body just disappeared. Mm-hmm.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Makoto's distraught. Look at him.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
It really does seem like it, doesn't it, Undersafe? Like, it's like, oh man, someone's dead! Even though we've had so many other people die up to this point. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
Right.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Mm-hmm.
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we
Of course.
headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Yeah. Yep,
I
yep.
think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well...
Oh, okay, thanks for that.
that's true. Then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Okay.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Mm-hmm. The contradiction is hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. Oh yeah! Monokuma file number 3. Okay. What does this have to do with anything?
Regarding Taka's death,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Hmm.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Uh,
Last.
no.
What makes you say
No, no. Okay, I know, that's the right one.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, it's not that.
True that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
No. Okay, so Taka's watch stopped at 6 a.m. But It was a little after 7 when Celeste got attacked, when she took the picture of Hifumi being grappled by Robo Justice. The Justice Hammers were numbered, but... were they really used in that order? No, okay.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with
Maybe actually...
See? So it's obvious Taka came
ah,
last.
shit.
So, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Nope, it's the wrong one. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Come on, Makoto, don't scare... oh, come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird is going on. Hey, think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Okay, so I guess I was right in my first assumption that it was the numbering.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Come on, Makoto, show me that. Contradiction there somewhere. What?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice
I was gonna say...
Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
I might have to. I might have to.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
I'm glad I can look at these again. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it. Were they really using that order?
So, regarding
What does this have to
Taka's
do with
death,
anything?
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Because this just says, are they really related?
Know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
This doesn't address either of those, though.
What makes you say that?
I'm missing
Because of the
something.
numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's
But then those are the only two options.
Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Oh, man. I just feel real dumb, because it's like, I tried both of them.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
They were killed with a similar weapon. It doesn't affect the order.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh! I forgot about that. That's right, Pen.
Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer.
See?
Right, okay.
It's obvious Taka came after.
That's right. Okay, so how does that play into this? Okay. We'll kill the similar weapon. Okay. Alright, I mean, I still got 3 hearts. I ain't a big fan about this, but I do have options here.
Perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Ah!
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
There we go. That's right. That's the mechanic. Completely forgot about that mechanic. Just did not have it.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same
Oh, man.
order as their numbers. If anything,
Thanks, Pen.
that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think
They give you
the
random
hammers
stuff to
were
use.
used
Gotcha,
in
okay.
order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Broken watch. Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have been killed. Gee, I wonder. Oh, come on! What is this? Oh, wristwatch. Okay. Wrist. Yep. Wrist. Where's that W? Where's that W? Where's that W? There's the W. Where's that A? Where's the A? There's the C. Where's that H? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. There's the H.
Now I understand. I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look.
We might have to.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the
That or the English localization team. Hey you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be his official time of death.
Yep.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
About an hour.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Yep.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past.
Yeah, it's not quite as thorough, but it is still just like offensive.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Well, you did. Once we found the watch, I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Right.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
That's actually incredibly true. Everyone in the the dining hall, that's gone.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Mm-hmm. That's a problem.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Well, kinda.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
Right.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse offices. That's bad. Let's go back. We already saw this scene.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all ran down
That's
to the
true.
nurse's office,
Oh, shit.
And that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know. They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
You know, that's not a bad idea, but...
If that's true, where's the tape?
But yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Thanks for your contribution, Hero.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office.
That's why I hate like a lot of like love interest things. Because it's like it's just that there's fucking nothing there. It's like fucking in God, the one that always sticks out to me is Bleach, where it's like, yeah, Orihime is clearly Ichigo's love interest, even though they show no interest in each other, except for maybe Orihime towards Ichigo, but Ichigo just does not give a rat's puckered anus about her, other than she's my friend, I gotta save her. That's one that's always bugged the shit out of me, and I used to really like Bleach, and even then it fucking bothered me.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Correct.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the dumbest thing. Also, yeah, with Rukia and Ichigo, makes no sense. It should have been fucking Rukia and Renji. That actually made sense. It does. It's so stupid. I hated it so much. When I haven't finished Bleach. I didn't finish the anime. I never read the manga. But fucking finding out that like, oh yeah, this is totally what like ones that's happening. It's like, why? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You just wanted the dad ending with Ichigo. Just fuck off. Anyway, I'm done ranting about Bleach. I love it and hate it.
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office.
It's gonna be another.
Going missing.
Oh. Did they? Okay, good. Okay, good. I thought it was that was the fucking things. Everyone was shipped like Ruki and Ichigo was like, no, fuck off. I guess you can ship whatever you want. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But like that was like a heavy implication. But like fucking Ruki and Renji should have ended up together. But I just hate the dad ending. This gets into the Kingdom Hearts rant about why I love Bleach, but I fucking hate Bleach. Ugh. Fucking.
Then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Hiro's the only person to call her Genocide Jill. Everyone else still calls her Jack. I don't mind, honestly. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish Bleach.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we
I don't think so, Undersave. It's because it's like, I can't keep going back to Bleach. Because I just fucking... I'm fine, like, getting up until Season 4 with the bounce. I tried showing my wife, like, we tried watching it together a while back. And, like, everything's fine. And then we got, like 12 episodes into the Bount arc, and I was like, I can't keep watching this. I'm sorry. It's so bad. The Bount arc is so fucking bad. And then, furthermore, after it's done, Ichigo keeps referencing it. Like it made some huge impact on him. It's like, this didn't fucking happen. And it was shit. And then you get to the Arrancar arc, and that's badass. And I'll be honest, I didn't even finish the Arrancar arc, because I just didn't take the time to finish it. And then apparently, from what I've heard, it's just shit, like, thereafter. So then it's like, I don't even want to go back and finish it, because apparently it's garbage. So, like, why would I waste my fucking time? That being said, the Soul Society arc and the Arrancar arc are fucking awesome. Oh, of course, Pen. Of course. Fucking... It's so stupid. Like, it has all the dumbest fucking anime tropes in the world. Stupid. Also, the fact, another spoiler, Ichigo's apparently everything. He's a human, he's a Soul Reaper, he's a fucking Quincy, he's a Hollow, he's a fucking, Executioner. He also might be part Zanpakuto. I don't fucking know. It's so stupid. Oh! Anyway, sorry. Like I said, I was done ranting about Bleach, but now I'm actually done ranting about Bleach.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any
Friskus Byakuya? Yeah, that does make sense. The thing is, I feel like Eridan would make a good Byakuya, though. Just because, you know, rich prick. Zanpakuto was his hollow side? Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, fucking, of course.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Remember when Ichigo was just half human, half Soul Reaper? I was fine with that. That was cool. But then I was like, oh, let's add Quincy. Let's add Executioner. Let's add Hollow. Fuck off!
So what now, Kyoko?
You're gonna be Leon? I don't know.
For now,
He's not.
we can't get fixated
He's not
on
punk
who,
enough.
just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Oh yeah, fucking the whole Grand Fisher thing.
That's true. We searched everywhere.
I'm super distracted. I'm sorry.
Figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Dave wouldn't be a bad Leon, actually. If we're going off beta kids and trolls. I skipped that, I'm sorry. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Go on, Kyoko. Dave is here. Dave is here. That's a pretty good one, actually. Ice Kid. Hitsugaya? I mean, Hitsugaya, everyone loved Hitsugaya. The fact that he got his own fucking movie.
What? How?
Dave is hero. Okay, Dave is hero.
Move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No.
Alright, so Kyoko's lost her mind.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Okay.
He was alive?
Hitsugaya aged up. That was also the weird thing, is that they kept breaking their own rules, where it's like, yeah, when you die, you stay that way once you go to the Soul Society. But then kids grow up, and but then some kids don't grow up. So it's like, I guess it comes down to your spiritual pressure. That's what it's called in the English dub, at least. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but it comes down to your reishi, or whatever the hell it was. And then you could grow up if you had enough of that. I don't know. I liked Hitsugaya, but fuck, I was like, everyone loves Hitsugaya, so of course he gets his own fucking movie.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Same pen. Same pen. Like, I'm trying to get off of it because, like, I don't want to turn this to me ranting about Bleach for the next 2 hours, but I have the same relationship. I love Bleach, but man, do I fucking hate it.
That it isn't possible.
Hina's Morgana, so cats. Fair. That's fair. The idea that everyone is still alive. Is it really possible? Oh boy. Nipless Chihiro. Oh yeah, dear sweet precious Chihiro. It's gotta be dear sweet precious Nepeta. Does that mean we can make dead Chihiro jokes? I'm sorry. Okay.
No.
Fuck.
It is impossible.
Alright, Celeste, that's a pretty...
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know
Okay.
how?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how do you know that?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Well, no, because we've...
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Well, no.
That is why the announcement was made.
No, the body was found because of Taka.
Sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah. I'm sure the body discovery was only made once. Yeah, it was. But Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
Oh, actually, yeah, Karkat would be a pretty good Taka.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Damn it! Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Ass! You mean this was tie on me? Please stop wasting my time. Shit! Fucker! Ah, fuck.
Are you saying that when we first
fuck, piss.
in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery, and Hifumi's dead body had been found. And
Right.
that is why.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm really afraid now. I only have 2 hearts left. I can only be wrong one more time. Oh, I'm afraid.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been, and that is.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement.
Okay, the broken wristwatch doesn't mean anything for any of these. Oh, you do keep it? Okay. Ah. Shit.
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Okay, still alive.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's
Still alive.
dead body had been
Dead
found.
body.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
Gosh,
else's
dang it.
discovery.
I'm so afraid to shoot. Alright, I'm gonna commit to this last one. I got one heart I can waste.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal
Nope,
someone
shit.
else's discovery.
Fuck. What does that have to do with what I said? Or do you just not know what you're doing? I don't know what I'm doing, Kyoko. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's
Okay.
office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Okay, okay.
Hifumi was dead. And you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovered.
Oh, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Dead body had been found.
Was made.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended
Someone
to
else's
signal
discovery.
someone else's discovery.
Okay. Body's still alive. Dead body found. Someone else's discovery. Okay.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance you
No.
Oh, shit.
And you know that surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead body had, and that is what.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, someone else's discovery. Okay. Alright.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance
Okay.
he was actually
Still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Okay.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why
Okay.
the announcement was made.
Okay. Dead body found. Someone else's discovery. Maybe?
Maybe the
No.
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Gosh dang it. I'm so afraid.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually
I'm committing. Damn it. Shit. Maybe you have some idea, but I don't understand at all.
Shoot.
Oh, shit. Nope, yep. Ah, damn it. Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
Uh-oh, have we already come to the end of the debate?
Wow, but you're gonna see me fucking fail here.
Well, then the crash trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened.
Can I actually load? I don't want to load and have to go through all that again, though. Ah, fucking piss. I don't want it to reveal who the blackened was, though, because then that spoils it. Don't load. Ah. It doesn't reveal? Okay. Okay, good.
If you're the one with the most votes is Makoto.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Makoto's...
However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Is it all over? Okay. What do you say? Give it another shot? Okay, okay, gotcha.
Refuse to give up yet.
Okay. Huh. Alright. Okay.
Are you saying that
Alright.
when we first there's a
Just
chance you
blip on through all this bullshit.
You know that surely you heard the body that Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Ah. Alright.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a
So it wasn't this one.
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body. that
So it'd be
Hifumi's
this
dead
one?
had been-
Yeah, that one. Okay. I thought about that, but then I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll try this way. I'm just a fucking moron is what I am.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Well, because it was Sakura. My camera's like really fucking high. I'm sorry. Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko discovered Taka, so that would have happened there.
The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the
Solix.
So there's a good chance we've made
Except not. I don't think, actually. Maybe Tavros.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Don't make Tavros for me. I know. I don't want to do that, but
You say, Monokuma?
who else is... Eridan's creepy.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Okay.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Well, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Which
So
means-
when we found Hifumi dead later and the announcement happened again...
Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Right, so Hifumi died later.
So then why was the announcement made again later on?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Mm-hmm. The second body discovery announcement. The first time I played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. Oh, excuse me. And the second time was when both bodies were discovered.
I got it!
I got it!
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Right. Right.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Which would be Hifumi.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just part of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the
Or-
worst logic I have ever heard.
Or he got up and cleaned his glasses off. That explains the glasses thing.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Because why would anybody
Okay, then.
wipe
Let's take
his
another look at
glasses
the
off anyway?
discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing is pointless.
Is it, Celeste? Is it because you know you're getting backed into a fucking corner? Murderer! There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. Alright, here we go. Round 17. Ah, fuck. What am I going to be pointing out with this?
Here's one thing we do know.
Mm-hmm. One thing.
First time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom,
Was Celeste there with you, though?
disappeared.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Alrighty.
Last time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Right. Correct.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved,
Mm-hmm.
other than the change in how it was positioned,
Right. How's
there was
position?
no notable difference.
His glasses!
No!
You lie!
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Mm-hmm.
His glasses.
His glasses.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Because why would you wipe it off?
Fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Mm-hmm.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Right.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office was, the glasses cleaning cloth. I just spat everywhere.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
The pretty pudgy princess.
This piece
Is that her
of
name?
cloth
I don't
was
remember.
used to
Princess
wipe
Pudge?
these
I fucking
glasses
remember.
clean.
Like the
And
fish.
The mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Mickey Mouse. It was Mickey Mouse. It was Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Just a hero in the back. Mickey Mouse. Was it Mickey Mouse? It's Mickey Mouse.
From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like
Yeah.
this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
I hate that I can relate to Jill on this shit.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
There's some water and a fucking paper towel. You're good to go.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Right.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But why would the murderer do it anyway? What does that fucking hide?
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive
Oh.
in the nurse's office.
Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot diggity dog.
Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then,
Mm-hmm.
he was just pretending to be dead. What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
Oh.
We used one of those.
Interesting.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Okay.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who took his body was... Oh! Hifumi covering for Celeste?
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Uh-huh.
After the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked
Dear
from
sweet
the
precious
inside.
dead.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the
Oh my gosh.
someone was already
There's a lot of facets to this.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
My friend!
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Sure?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
No?
The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess Hifumi did have the fucking piece of paper, didn't he? I think Hifumi took stuff from Taka. Could it be? He did take the fucking, this thing, the note Hifumi had.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I forgot he had it in his pants.
What? In his
There are pockets! Pockets exist, Hina! Pockets exist, Jill!
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
Except this is a different one.
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said...
Oh, you're right. Solix and Chihiro would, like, their ultimates do match up better, Salsa.
Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Celeste, where are my pants? Cue laugh track.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hero got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hero. And that person could only have been...
Wait, what did he say? I just completely skipped it. Taka? Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Over here! Objection! Objection!
Alright, what do you have to say?
What's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Happy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me.
Okay. Shh, I'm knocking down. Oh no! Oh no! Why do I? No! Why?
Happy had the note, right?
Right?
Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy!
Okay. No.
But remember what the note said.
Right.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Okay. Okay.
The time of the note's at 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's what I need to clear up.
Okay. Okay.
The note, right? Then the person it was it must have been Happy!
No, I wanted that.
Remember what the note said.
What time did it say? 6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
But it was on his watch.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6
Yeah.
a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yeah, because his
He
watch was
already
broken at the
proven
time.
that using his wristwatch.
Yeah, we've already looked at this shit. Come on, guys. Get with the fucking program.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
Mm-hmm.
See.
So, Taka
Tic
was
Tac.
murdered at both the time and place. Rit, I think that should be played.
Kit Kat.
This
How about that?
note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Thanks, Jill. Thanks for your contribution.
Use that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
Well, I mean, you're all kind of dumb.
But if they gave the note to Taka,
Can you blame them?
what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Pockets.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Right?
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka.
Taka had it gripped in his cold, dead hand. Where the hell is it? There it is.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body,
I don't know
I saw
about
that his lifeless
Usami's a
body
spoiler.
was
Yeah, because
all
she's
wrapped
just the next version of Monokuma, I guess? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know that she exists, but that's it.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from...
Again, we should have looked at this before now, but sure.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yeah, boy, what a surprise. We could have found this out when we found these fucking at the first time.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Wow, what a revelation.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
Because let's be honest, Ifumi was kind of dumb.
There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means
Sounds like it.
Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
I like how that wasn't even a fucking option up until this point. Where it was like, man, they're both dead. What could have possibly happened? And then we get here, we're like, Hifumi was alive! And now he was part of the murders. It's like, wow! What a fucking... How did we get here?
He was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No, he's still dead.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Yeah, because we got the body discovery announcement.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then,
Yeah, y'all did warn me. Y'all did warn me that it was fucking bananas.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body.
Right, because he moved the body.
Before we found both bodies in the repository.
So who would have been in the repository at first? Because Sakura and Hina went there right away.
We'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Yeah,
wait, but me and Sakura were together.
that's true.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Walrus? Alright.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Also, what does that mean?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Are you out of weed?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
Okay.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
Okay.
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
And then wash it off.
then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
I can't disagree with Byakuya, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
I don't know, I feel like there's been a space.
I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar.
I'm sorry, Sam. It's just, he's got the look, he's got, at least in the dub, he has the voice. Like, it unfortunately fits a little too well.
Already laying around those other rooms.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Of course you don't, Celeste, because you fucking did it!
The hammer was used to attack Celeste. Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible? to
Man,
use
now that y'all point out that, like, that's the same voice actress for Morgana and Persona 5, that's all I can hear now.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Oh, toodles!
So then,
My brother was,
was
like,
used to
just
kill
getting
whom?
out of that phase, like, a little bit, but still, like, it was right before he left that phase when Mickey Mouse Clubhouse started becoming more of a thing. So I got to see that a little bit when he was real little. So I remember that shit. Oh, man. The weapon was actually used to kill Ifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Oh, man. It's just like... I've got it, like, in my head. Because I watched, like,
Used to kill Hifumi.
the Spotless Hammer? Really? Is that it? Is that easy?
Hammer 3. Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
Maybe Justice Hammer 5.
Whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
That doesn't mean anything. Witness doesn't mean anything.
Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
I don't know about that.
So murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Is that an actual website?
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, that's suspicious too. It could be that one.
That's about it.
Thanks, Hero. Thanks, Hero. I'm afraid to look up that website.
Hifumi was killed in the repository, right? So the weapons used to kill both of them were actually similar.
What was used?
Oh, man.
Was it just maybe justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit able to move around? How did nobody?
We'll get there in a second.
Check out
Murdergear.com's Hammer Time. I cannot recommend looking that up because I'm afraid of what that might actually be. This one? Yeah, okay.
No, that's wrong.
Turn on your VPN, make sure no one's watching.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It was an injustice hammer.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Well, I mean, it was a hammer still.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
Oh, but this one wasn't. That's fair, yeah.
One of them had been scrubbed clean. Huh? And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Yeah, but how did they get in there and how did they get out without anybody seeing them?
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Thin ones, fat ones.
and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
That's very true. I want to know what Sakura fought to get these fucking claw scars in her shoulder that make her look so incredibly badass.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository and then used the hammer to kill him.
Oh, Pen, that's mean.
And whoever did that is the true killer.
I thought bear username because I was like, those look like bear. That looks like a bear attacker, which is badass.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there's no benefit to
Multiple
helping
bears.
someone
A
else
whole,
carry out
oh
the
boy,
murder.
a sleuth of bears.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
But here's the thing, if you were going to kill him anyway, you'd get away with it. Celeste? We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least, that's what we thought at first, but... Alright, we're still on Spotless Hammer. Okay.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Mm-hmm.
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Right.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible.
Impossible? No, it's not impossible. It's just unlikely.
That's how the rule was explained.
Interesting.
But that only really
Fat
applies
stacks
if there's one
is why.
murder. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Okay, so impossible 2 murders. Can we really say there's no chance people work together on this? Yeah, I kind of figured it would be, but I'm trying to figure out how it, like, which one fits into the other one.
More than one person is only the one who actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true.
Like, is it impossible?
It's simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
Or is it the other way around? That's what I'm concerned about, is that it's the other way around. Like, it's 2 murders and impossible.
Applies if there's one in this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Okay, yeah, so I need to flip it around. Okay. That's what I was concerned about, is that it was like I'd have to take 2 murders, flip it around to impossible.
Even if more than one, only the one who actually carried, assuming the rule holds true. It is
That is how the
But that only really applies if there. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
based on the rules that have, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out, assuming the rule holds true.
Okay, there we go. That was my hesitation, is that, like, is it impossible to do 2 murders, or was it 2 murders to impossible? Oh, I wasn't sure.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Right.
What do you mean?
That makes sense. Well, I mean, there's 2 people that have been dead.
If there'd only
Then been
one
deaded.
murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Mm-hmm. There's no point.
Versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, it's like, how does it work together, kind of a thing.
Reward for the risk. Then cooperation becomes possible.
Was Fumi hoping to get laid?
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Okay.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
Okay, so Hifumi murders Taka. But that doesn't explain Robo Justice. You're trying to... Oh, pen. It's brutal. I don't know. We haven't found Alter Ego yet, have we? We're almost like 7 Deadly Sins. Fair enough. Okay. That might not be a bad intro one.
They made him carry out the first
I haven't watched it yet, and I don't know if I will, if I'm perfectly honest.
So in this
I have this...
There wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
I have this thing kind of against 7 Deadly Sins, and I don't know why. It's probably just because... I actually know why it is. I knew someone in college who watched it. It was like, oh, it's so good, you have to watch it. It's like the best anime. And I was like, that's a way to make me not watch it, buddy. Thanks.
Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
How would that work, though?
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
Okay, so Alter Ego is still missing. I wasn't sure. Thanks, Ayole.
A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
Mm-hmm.
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
That's the thing also. There's a lot of fan service in 7 Deadly Sins from what I've seen of it, and I just can't. I'm glad she likes it, though. I might recommend, if she enjoys 7 Deadly Sins, I would recommend Fire Force to everybody, but Fire Force also has a similar problem with Tamaki, and it's like the only thing I really don't like about Fire Force. Everything else about Fire Force is fucking awesome, but it's Tamaki's whole thing just fucking bothers me.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Makes sense. That tracks.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
That's true with Fairy Tail also. Like, my wife and I still really like Fairy Tail, but like when it started getting later and later into the series with like Lucy being barely clothed, it just became a fucking problem. And then it started getting like down at like lower, like with or not lower, but like younger with Wendy, and they started doing more fan service. And I was like, I'm not a big fan of this. We still enjoy Fairy Tail, but gosh, it's a fucking... I hate just fan service.
I can't help but admire its cunning.
Oh yeah.
Their choice of accomplice
We watched... That was one of the reasons we watched Fire Force to begin with, because we found out it's from the same person that made Soul Eater. But Soul Eater has a problem where the anime ends really shittily, in my opinion. Oh. And it's just... Black Clover and My Hero are pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I actually really do enjoy Black Clover. I didn't think I would, because it felt a little too Naruto to me, and I don't really like Naruto. But, yeah, I actually really like, we actually really like Black Clover, too. My Soul fan service. Like, the thing is, like, there's not a whole lot of, like... The thing is, like, I don't like fan service when it concerns, like, younger characters. But, like, Blair exists, and her whole thing is that she's a fan service character, but she's older, so it's like... It's still not good. It's still not okay, in my opinion. It also is very off-putting still, but at least, like, okay, at least she's older, kind of. She's a cat, so I don't really know how that translates. I don't know. But then it's, like, similar with, like, oh, shit, I can't think of her name in Black Clover. Fuck. Vanessa in Black Clover. She just wears a fucking bra and panties. That's all she wears. But she's older, kinda. I think she's, like, in her early 20s. I don't remember. Anyway, now we're talking about fan service and anime. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same time. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoka must have noticed that fact from the very beginning.
Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, though. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's string?
There's this thing about Black Star where, like, I can't really hate him, and I don't know why it is.
That's problem numero uno right now.
The trick killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him.
Also, it took me forever to realize that, Patty is, in the English dub is voiced by Jeremy Lee. I knew Jamie Markey voiced Liz, but I didn't realize it was Jeremy Lee for the longest time as Patty. I think she's the ultimate detective, or something like that. 2, username.
In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems fit.
Oh, really? I'm calling him out now? Oh, wow. Okay. I'd say Celeste. I mean, that's who I think it is. The ultimate Batman. I think it's Celeste. I really think it's Celeste. Everything just seems too weird about her. That's my guess.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yeah?
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Well, yeah, you already bossed him around.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Okay.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Would you like to share with the class, Byakuya?
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
That's your surf. Oh, wow.
What is it only Hifumi and Celeste had in common?
The paper hidden in Hifumi's pants, the screaming, encountering the suspicious individual. That right there.
I got it.
French-ish. French adjacent.
What they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste.
I mean, yeah, I knew that.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
All right, dickhead.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Right.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
That's true, because he interacted with him.
Everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that Tornado voices. I haven't watched the dub for One Punch Man, actually. That's one of the few anime I have watched sub all the way through.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Zoro! Was that Morgana's persona? I think it was. Was that Zoro? Pretty sure it was Zoro. The first iteration of Morgana's persona, at least. I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Right?
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw
I didn't finish Persona 5 that long ago, and I can't fucking remember a thing.
She let out a blood.
Zolo, but English translation is, I think it's Zoro.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Oh, that's fair. Oh, man. The fucking Zoro thing with One Piece. Whew! That 4Kids shit. I saw him, this strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down the hall into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Right, the scream. Huh? What was that? We saw this one again. Came from downstairs. Must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. Bad's bad. Gotta go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups.
In fact,
I skipped that. Sorry.
precisely
Sorry, Hina.
proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well. Then Makoto and Hina... Makoto, excuse me. And Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of this suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you that could have carried across
I just realized another strange thing.
Makoto, adults!
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I didn't imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Okay.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
It might be, actually. It might be username.
You were with
Look,
Celeste
when
Hifumi's body disappeared.
I had to grow up short. I was the shortest motherfucker in my class. I'm still only 5'7". I know that pain.
I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Son of a bitch.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very
unbelievable.
Indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
The guy... Really? The guy that voices Monokuma is Yumi Chika? Oh my gosh.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Boy, Yumi Chika's a...
What are you
Very...
talking about?
I always love having Yumi Chika show up, but he's not in it a lot.
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
You must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
Those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
Yeah, I do remember that pen. That she should have known specifically that multiple people were dead. Yeah.
None of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, okay, that tracks. The thing is, I think my thought was like, well, maybe she's just referencing, like, referring to, like, other people dead prior to this.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
It's alright, hero.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to?
Oh, shit. Oh, come on, really? Alright, okay, fine. Alright, what do you got?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Shoot.
Damn it. Alright, fine. Let's listen to it again.
All I said, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around.
Us.
We are all going
All.
to die.
Those guys.
That is all I said.
And that's all all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Maybe I take So Strange? So Strange? Loop it around to those guys?
The sight of us, they must be. We are going to die.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, hell yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched Naruto. I'm gonna be flat out honest. I have not watched Naruto. I don't know who Zetsu is.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Right.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Right.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than
Well,
one person had been killed?
Celeste?
And how did you know they were both guys?
Well, I mean, you know, those guys are dead. You can use that to refer to anybody, any number of people who could be dead.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Well,
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Well, easy. If you're working with Hifumi.
Explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Oh, shit.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
No, because it's too
Have you
much.
seriously forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
Yeah.
Plus, I happen to know that this
Oh, man, he's
particular
guts?
camera
Oh,
does not
jeez.
have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged
Is
away.
it, though? Is it
If
unassailable?
everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
You set it up.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Yeah?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Easy.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Only Siths deal in absolutes. Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi is dragging the suspect away, Hifumi and the suspect are dancing, Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. He's dragging the suspect away?
I got it! It's not a picture
Maybe?
of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
So they put the thing on Hiro, and then they just fucking carted his ass around?
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
What? Yeah, no, I love that understanding where it's like, that's the line, but that is an absolute, but yeah. Chris Sabat? Because Chris Sabat's been Vegeta forever. Ever since Vegeta was dubbed, it's been Chris Sabat. Who also voices Piccolo, I think. Weird.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
But we saw the other thing too, where there was some, where Sunny wasn't Krillin in Super. But he's been Krillin
And
ever
the
since
strange
DBZ.
costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
And even the end of Dragon Ball, maybe?
If you saw someone
remember.
wearing something like that in this situation,
Yeah, it must be like the
of
Sunny Straight
course
thing.
You'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
How so?
Hifumi
Explain.
was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Alright. So let's need to prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Oh, shit. Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message, and Robo Justice blueprints. Oh, shit.
Dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
Okay.
You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Killing your friends.
As you can see in the picture,
Doubting your friends.
the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Okay.
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Stand up straight.
Then the fortune
Well,
telling
no.
idiot is the culprit after all.
No. The costume, you No, because the costume you can't bend over. Well, because it forces you almost to stand up straight. All right, Hina said. She said that she couldn't bend at the waist.
You dressed me up in that suit after I
Have you reached the end game? I don't know, have we?
Then you just draped me
So this
across
is
the
how
stage
you guys
and carry my weight. You tried to make me look like a
believing your
bad
friends.
guy.
Okay, yeah.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, the suspect, if the person inside the suit,
Okay, unconscious.
there's no way they
Stand up straight.
No, that's wrong.
Bill. Fuck, Bill. The golden retriever?
Even
No,
if
that's
the
Jack.
person inside
Who's
the
Bill?
suit were unconscious, they could
Shit.
still stand up like that. Because
I don't
the
remember a
Robo
Bill.
Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Who's Bill? I don't remember who Bill is. He totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. The tiger. Oh, the tiger! Oh, okay. Okay.
They totally made
Wow.
a mistake when they made it.
I can actually kind of hear that. Okay. Now that I think about it.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, yeah. Design is intent. Oh, you're getting antsy there, Celeste?
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they
We get a little
specially
anxious there?
designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Go check that, man. I don't even know. Oh, she snapped. Oh no, she's gone.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
Okay.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Oh, alrighty.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
That means that body. That was a lot.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
I don't feel like that's. I don't think that applies, buddy.
Confusing statements don't make any sense. Only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko,
Okay.
what do you mean by that?
Please explain.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's. He gave everyone's nicknames. He said people's last names. Oh, he did say last names. He always said Mr. Naegi.
I got it! That's right, our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So if
We were
Hifumi did
friends.
say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Mm-hmm.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Shut up.
Random?
Shut up, Heather.
Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of
Oh my
whoever killed
gosh.
him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
No, it doesn't.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one
Because of the
person
Chandler.
we
It
can
really
hold
is.
on to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say?
I mean, yeah, wait, you haven't.
To think you'd take your false accusation so far I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
Damn, she's fucking losing it.
Well, do I?
I don't know.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your reason?
Well.
So, make sure your ears
Oh, fair.
are wide open and listen up. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
They really are frightening, Ayode.
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Do I? Oh my gosh, we're still going. Kira fucking just straight up called him a loser. Okay, E-Handbook, Spotless Hammer, Yasuhiro's message. Alright, what do we got?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
Right.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
Okay.
If there's
E-Handbook?
one person here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
Oh, it's upside down and everything.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
When Master yells at people.
I'm not pretending. It's
The truth?
And since you have no way to contradict me,
E-Handbook?
No, that's wrong. That's it. The handbook.
Because it shows your name when it pops up. It's a good voice clip, Pen. It really is.
Your handbook on. It shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
But how, are you gonna fucking tie her down and force her to open it? Like.
that's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please.
Sakura, just
tell us.
pin her against a wall.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because...
Go on.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Okay.
Let me settle it.
You gonna fight her, Makoto?
Let me go over the case again from the beginning.
Oh, come on.
All your crimes. And
This is what we're doing now? Are we finally getting to the fucking bit where I get to put it together? Okay. Oh, fucking finally. Alright. This is not a flattering picture for Fumi. Oh. Alright. So, they get together. Why is this here? I don't know what the purpose of this is. Okay. They fucking drug his ass? Oh. Okay. Okay. What do I have here? Alright, what do we got? Is it... Oh, shit, son. Does this go here? He's like, ugh, come back. They... Well, I mean... This camera one fits the best here. Watch there. Wow, this is terrifying. Fucking bludgeon him with 4? Or 4. So... That would be there. Right, we've had the camera, it shows it. Doobie-doobie-doo. The hell goes here? What the fuck goes here? Right, we take him to the nurse's office. Oh my gosh. Or, wait. Ah, shit, dude. Oh, no. None of these are great for him, really. What the hell? Okay, yeah, we found that body. They find that body. X6. Hifumi gets up, takes the top, wraps it. He's pushing him away. Okay, I got that one. Oh. Okay. Yep. Bloody murder, bloody murder, bloody murder, bloody murder. Right? What the hell is this? Oh, shit. Okay, this doesn't play anywhere in this. What goes here? What is this? What is this? What does the chip have to do with anything? Hammer? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'm fairly certain about this. Okay, that's the bloody hammer used to kill Hifumi. So that goes there. This is when Hifumi gets up, takes it over. He's pushing the cart. That's there. That makes sense. Okay, this doesn't have anything for use here. Act 5 is when we're in the nurse's office. He cases the blood, wraps it on, sprays it all over the place. And this would be Justice Hammer 3? 2 would have been the... 1 was the attack on Celeste. Shit. Would have been 2? Yeah, I think it was. So that's from Leon. I don't know what the chip's got anything to do with anything, but this is from Chihiro. Oh, man. Right, this is the thing. I'm confident about taking the picture thing. What the fuck is this one? Is it like 1 o'clock? Is that what it is? Like the meet, like here, like, my head. He shows up at 1, or are these flipped actually? Like it's 1 o'clock, so they're meeting here, and Hero shows up like, hey, what's going on, man? And then they're like, oh no, and then they fucking drop his ass. What goes here, though? Is it this one? Like, the confrontation between the two kind of a thing? Duh. Right, Justice Hammer 4. That's what that is. Camera, looking at it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There's been 2? That doesn't make any sense. Also, what is this backpack for? Or would it have been 3 here? To be like, oh yeah, he's murdered for sure. Oh wait, shit. Oh wait, shit. What if it's... No, what if it's 2 here? Like, if it's 2 there, and then 3... or no, 2 over here, and then 3 up here? Okay, so here's how it went down. They met, and they're like, oh, yeah. She was all like, hey, I can help us get out of here. We do 2 murders. Guess what? We'll get to both leave. And he's all like, okay, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, because he's Hifumi. Well, there's a chip, so that's where that came from. But then, like, they're like, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do. And then, yeah, guys, let's get hit with 1. Who we got hit with 2? Then was killed with 3. I don't remember. And Hifumi's like, okay, yeah, yes, we're gonna do it. All right, 1 o'clock rolls on. Hifumi's like, what's up? You call me, huh? Oh no! And then I fall asleep. And then they cram him into the robot suit. Look at that, Robo Justice time. They take the picture of them grappling. Snappity snip. Now there's that. Then 6 o'clock rolls around. Kyondo shows up. Hifumi, yeah, fucking just bludgeons him to death. Right in the fucking noggin. He's panting. That's Justice Hammer 4, as evidenced here. So that's where that bloody hammer comes from. Then they start talking about the camera. What's with the camera, Celeste? I saw this happen. And then they went, and they found him in the library with 2. Then they take him to the nurse, right? Take him to the nurse, okay. Then blood. He does a super spin. Then that's the 3. And then they're like, oh man, bodies! Oh my goodness gracious, who could have foreseen this unfortunate series of circumstances? Then Hifumi's like, ha-ha! Then he goes, pushes Taka's body from the equipment room to the repository, and then he's all like, look, Master, I did good. And then she's like, haha, yes you did! Fucking die! And she fucking kills him. That's how it went down. I don't know. That was 7.5 minutes of bullshitting.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Okay, that was right. That's not a good picture.
With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Right? Okay, yeah, 1 o'clock. Tick, 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 right? 1 o'clock rolls around. Yasuhiro's like, whoa, what's up?
Someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Okay, so far so good. Safari so good.
Someone they met with was Hiro.
Okay. Also not a good picture of fucking Hifumi.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him...
Yeah, sure. Sure, Pen. Go for it.
knocked him out and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
Right. Okay, yeah, camera. Click, click. Okay.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault.
Mm-hmm.
He did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Right. Okay, good. So far, we're doing all right.
Finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Right. And Hifumi just fucking kills him. Please tell me that's right.
Where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Yes.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Which is a good idea. Not a bad idea.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents.
Right.
For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
Right.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library.
Right.
This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story.
Right.
With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
Right.
that the suspect
Is this right? Please,
was using the
Makoto,
size of
am I
the
right?
numbers
That's all I
to
care
put
about.
people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect.
Come on.
Based on that.
Come on. Is that correct? Please. Yes, okay. That's all I care about, dude.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office.
Right.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Right. The sound effect.
And Justice Hammer 3 and
Okay.
turned the room into a
Okay.
crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Huh.
He let out a scream
Oh, good.
and drew us back. And when we returned, that's what we found.
Few media things actually make me cry. The last media thing that I watched that made me cry was probably Assassination Classroom.
We heard the body announcement. We naturally naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
And that was like 2 years ago, I think. 3 years
Left the
ago?
nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we
Like by the merit of its own writing, I guess.
We all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Right. Right. They pushed him. Well, we'll see.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way
That
down
sound
to the
effect.
repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even
Here it comes.
Didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final
Menacing. I don't think gong is the right sound effect for this.
all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Right.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
Look at that.
Everything that happened in this case.
Would you look at that?
The villain behind it all is
This is cool. This like flower frame thing. I feel like that was a little unnecessary, but I really like this. This is neat.
sorry. You lose.
Oh yeah.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to
It made a
utter
squeak.
such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Hey, look at that.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Asegute. Hey, hell yeah. Even though I fucked it up. I did in fact fail out at this motherfucker. It does, like, how did he find that out? Did she tell him? I don't know.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay?
Gosh, we should be so empty. Yeah.
If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Can't wait for the content ID fucking scene to show up. We gamble our savings away. I mean, really, it's just the right thing to do. All right, what you got?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Fumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Fumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder.
I'm sure he relied on her specialty, lying.
My specialty. Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use... you know. I knew you'd figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Fumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... it was the one thing Ifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you okay
It was
with this?
Taka. He stole it.
What?
So
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
So it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
What?
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night, unannounced, and then... It hurts me to even say. He abused me.
What?
What? And he took pictures. He said if I did not do his act, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he'd gotten a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far!
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
Yeah, right, because Taka would absolutely do that to somebody.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
most
Wait, please,
unfortunate.
if you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
Escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
That bastard! Bastard, 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 bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely not. How could I? She... I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. If Umi agreed without a second thought. The fact that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face in general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're stupid.
That's it? Yeah?
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though.
I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how do you explain that part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you'd actually let him live?
Are you okay with
That's
this?
simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical.
I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along?
But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about
No, he
that.
derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far? Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But
all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. Obviously, that was a lie. I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch.
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there's no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? That's it? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I want vampire boyfriend. Really it is. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
done. Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying, and plus, how else can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
I feel like it is important!
Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again in another life.
Alright! Content ID time, motherfuckers! Celeste's been found guilty. Time for the punishment! About 2.5 hours. Ain't bad. Yeah. Yeah, no more. Oh, this is cool. This is fucking rad. The burning of the Versailles witch. They burn her like a witch? What? All right. Just get a good zoom in. The fucking ramp. Just fucking runs her ass down. Oh. Just fucking runs her down. Wow.
It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value in our lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
When you care about hope, I'll throw in the trash if you just let me out of here.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes, but that reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway.
Oh! Just be killing a car accident. Oh, that's fair. That's fair, Ben. How it just really rips that away from her.
Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of special key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez, what do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time to get out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya.
See ya.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's the key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. What? Then that means...
Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room.
Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Saving! Multiple saves because I'm a fucking... I can't save once. Alright. Another save because fucking why not? Alright, we'll see what's in the dressing room. Not next week, but the week after. Because next week I will have off. Ugh, it's my Sunday off next time. Boy, that was only about 2.5 hours. That wasn't bad. Alright. Well, it's really fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pen. Hope everyone had a good time today. Alright, so, thanks everyone hanging out in the chat and watching we go through all this absolute just batshit insanity that was this trial, this whole case. But yeah, thanks for hanging out for everybody. For the whole 2.5 hour stream today. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you liked it, make sure you click the like button down below and subscribe to keep up with my stuff. New video almost every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Monday and Wednesday are my stream VODs. There's a link down in the description to the Q&A Twitch channel. You can see the scheduling and everything like that. I do take every 4th Sunday off, so every 4th Wednesday there isn't a video. You can see the schedule and all that stuff, and I'll always announce that whatever day it is. Fridays normally YouTube uploads. Comment! What was your favorite part about all this? Was it discovering that Hifumi was actually in on it and actually murdered Taka, and then the reveal of Celeste as Taiko Yasuhiro? And what was your favorite part? Was the execution? The executions can only be my favorite part so much because fuck the people that content ID it. But yeah, share it with your friends. If they want to experience Danganronpa for the first time, much like how I am, bring them along on this ride as we watch through the VODs, and you can have just a good time and see all the fucking kid killing action is what it is. And we do have a Discord. If you're in the chat right now, you know, it's over there and you're not part of the Discord yet, come join us. If you're on YouTube, link down in the description. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. Please, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, everybody.